Hey, Jerome Forestwood here. We're over in the hospital district here in the Fairview neighborhood in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Great to see you guys. Nice to have you here on the stream. Oh my goodness gracious. What a day. What a day. It has been a busy day at work. I had a heck of a lot of interesting things to do today that I can't tell you because I'm not allowed to tell you about my work, but I can tell you about streaming. I can tell you about what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go and we're gonna do a Monday Munchie where we try something savory, something sweet, and a bevy. You know what we're gonna do on this day? We're gonna cover some FIFA World Cup cuisines. Yes, we are going to check out some of the cuisines from some of the countries visiting Vancouver this year for the FIFA World Cup. Sebastian's like, remember you are gorgeous. Oh, he's making me blush. Good to see you. Sebastian, just remember, Asif is watching. He probably actually appreciates that too. Nick, great to see you too. Nice to have you on the stream. Oh my gosh, OGW, watching from your workplace. Well, great to see you too. Nice to have you here on the stream. And we're gonna head out in just a few minutes and we're gonna head on over to our first location here. Justin, great to see you too. I want you guys to pay attention to where we are if you're local and you know where we're heading, because you might be able to guess where we're gonna head first. And I'm not gonna announce it until we get on over to the door, okay? But we're gonna go to 3 different countries' cuisines today, and they're all playing in the World Cup here in Vancouver. So let's get on and get out on our adventure. Let's just make a quick check before we do anything else on over here. So I'm just hitting the stream. Before we do anything else. Okay, we're fine. We're good to go. Nick's like, World Cup food. Yeah, we're just trying the cuisines from the countries that are coming to the World Cup. Now, does that mean the people from the countries coming on over here want to eat their cuisine? They might if they're looking for comfort food, but they're probably going to come on over and try some other cuisines. So at least we'll be able to, show them some of the different variety that's down here if it happens to not be their country's cuisine. But also, they get to know that their country's cuisine is here, okay? Can I cover every single cuisine? No, I looked for a few of them and it was very hard, and some of them got very expensive very fast. We're looking for more budget friendly, so we're looking for that area between anywhere from $5 to $20, okay? And we say $20 because we're taking into consideration inflation as well. Is that our whole budget for today? No, we got a little bit more of a budget, but if we're looking for a meal, that's where we want to gear for our top level meal on over there. But let's head on out right now and here in the hospital district, right on over here in Fairview, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And this is your Munchie Mondays with Jerome Forestwood. So yeah, we're just gonna go down the street here, literally turn at this corner, and our first restaurant is gonna be down on West Broadway. Can you figure out which restaurant I'm gonna be going to? What do you think? Where are we gonna go? Who is it gonna be? Do you even know? Can you guess? Da 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 da. And by the way, Asa says hi. Literally, he went on adrenaline for the last few days over in Dhaka, Bangladesh, and then he called me up just a few hours ago and was like, I'm getting tired, I'm falling asleep. I was like, how about you sleep and then you can call me when it's your morning? And he was like, I'm gonna do that. I'm like, great, awesome, great to see you. Or his evening, one of those things. Anyways, Colby, great to see you on over here. We're over by Vancouver General right now. Great to have you here on the stream. And we're gonna head down Willow Street right now, and we're heading north. So even though we're heading downhill, we're heading north. Okay, welcome to Willow Street. What a day, what a day. We got somebody like randomly yelled out, hey! I'm just like, are they haying me? I'm sure like there were 6 other people who were like, are they haying me too? Oh my gosh. Andrew Wong is here too, arriving with Colby. Great to see you, Andrew. Andrew was an impromptu host on the channel on Saturday, and Andrew, we did pretty well. There's lots of people still viewing that video right now. That is wild. That is wild. He got showcased on the photo too for helping out. So thank you very much for being a co-host when you happen to run into me. It's greatly appreciated. Some things we can do things on the fly. That was a heck of a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a heck of a lot of fun. That was awesome. Awesome. I was, of course, we're outside of High Five, but this is not where we're going. But this place is actually pretty good. Okay, it's not top of the line fried chicken, but they also have grilled chicken, but it's still good, and it's a nice little chain on over here in Metro Vancouver. I'm sure it's bigger than that, but anyways, that's what it is. Oh, Nelly. Henry, great to see you. My husband would have an issue with that inquiry. Are we about to have some Mexican cuisine? He's taking Willy Wonka. I live! Oh my gosh, that was so harsh. That was so harsh, Justin. I love it. That was like epic shade there. ODW is saying, hey Jerome, you're at Vancouver General area. Oh, you're over there. Okay, I'm not gonna say that out loud, but you can share it on the street. That's very cool. That's very cool. That's awesome. Are we going to McDonald's? No, no, we are not going to McDonald's. But that helps eliminate McDonald's off the list. You are at West Broadway, Jerome. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And guess what? We are at our first location. Peaks Pies, Australian Bakery and Cafe. Though Chatra Mu is pretty awesome, to be honest with you. That's our Thai place on over there. Oh, you work at Vancouver General Hospital. Well, you put that into the chat, so now, and said it twice, so now I'm reading it out loud. Let's head on into Peaked Pies and let's grab some food on over here. Okay, so this is a cafe. We're gonna drop down the camera right now. This is a cafe, but they also have some beautiful, beautiful pies on over here. So we're just gonna wait for our opportunity to order. Okay. Awesome. We're just waiting for this family to go first. Or do you guys want me to go first? You're still choosing? Oh, okay. That's okay. Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I was wondering if I could get a long black.
Long black.
Okay.
We have small, medium, and large.
If I could get a 12 ounce, that would be great. And then,
Room for milk.
any room for, no, I could just take it like that. Okay, and then also if I could get an original Aussie.
Traditional Aussie.
Yeah, with some mushy peas on top.
Only mushy peas?
Like just, I got some people on my live stream right now. I'm gonna keep the camera on me. But like, how much does it cost for the mushy peas, the mashed potato, and the gravy? Because
It's $5.75 extra.
oh, okay, so that's not that much. Can I get all of that then?
No worries.
Awesome.
Is it for here or take
Yeah, it's for here. Thank you. But if I can get the like a takeout glass for the long black, that would be great. Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
And your name for order?
Jerome.
Jerome?
Jerome.
23, 35.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm just writing in my phone number so that they can send me the receipt. There you go. And we can close that, and the receipt should show up for me, which is awesome. Okay. Awesome. So the pies are gonna come on out. It's not gonna take them too long to get the pie ready and everything like that. So it should be good. It should be really good. But yeah, we are over here right now in Peak Pies. I have been to Peak Pies before. I've had Peak Pies, but I've never had it on camera. So we are over here right now at Peak Pies, and we're gonna try some food on over here. We're gonna try a nice little cafe ingredient. Is that it already? It's that fast. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, check this thing out. Check this out. This is ridiculous. In every right way. Like, look at this right here. Look at this. Okay? I need to put the knife on over here right now because I don't think I'm gonna need it. But like, look at this right here. Now, I couldn't help myself to get a pie on over here. So we're gonna actually get 2 savory ingredients today. Here's the mushy peas and the mashed potatoes right on top of the pie here. Boom. Oh, and we got the original Australian. Give me a sec here. There's gravy everywhere. It's awesome. It's great to see. Oh, it's ready. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Okay, and we have our long black. So we are good to go. Now, I haven't had very much to eat today because we were very, very busy at work. So that's why I was like, I can get a little bit of a snacky on over here too and enjoy it. Let's cut it up first though. Okay. So what you got here, just so I can show you, you got your mushy peas, you got your mashed potato, you got your gravy, and then you got your pie right on over there. Australia plays Turkey. Yes, they do. They play Turkey on June the 13th, right on over here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Okay? And the best way to eat this is just kind of like to get it all ready, get it all geared up, and just kind of mix it all together. And this is a nice, quick, easy way that you can enjoy this. But we got our veggies in here, we got our meats in here, and we got a whole lot. And we're gonna let this cool down, but this is the long black on over here. So a long black, what you wanna see is you wanna see this color on top of the glass. So what they do with the long black, as opposed to an Americano, they'll put the espresso at the bottom, and then they'll put the steamed water on top. On over here, they put the hot water in the bottom, and then they put the espresso on top. It makes it kind of a richer, darker roast. Very Australian, very Kiwi kind of thing. Very, very cool to see. And of course, on over here, beautiful, beautiful pie right on over here. Look at that, like, beautiful, beautiful meat right on in there and everything. It comes out super quick too, yeah. That is so good. That is actually really good. I'm really hungry right now. I'm really, really hungry. But you can see this is just a delicious, delicious treat on over here. Yeah. Nick's job for dropping that kangaroo emoji. I love it. Yeah, it's really good comfort food. And this just gives us an opportunity to try some different cuisine that happens to be here in Vancouver. So, like, when I started looking and doing research and all that stuff, I was like, okay, where can I go? What can I do? What can I enjoy? And what can I expose to people who may not have tried different food before and stuff like that? And that's so this peas right on over here, classic mushy peas. You'll see this in Australian cooking. You'll also see this in British cooking. Very, very, a nice little kind of savory tang that has actually a little bit of sweetness to it. The peas aren't super sweet or anything, but they do have a bit of natural sweetness to it. And it just kind of like brings in a little bit of an extra flavor too. Also brings in that other element there. Yeah. Nevada Mike's like, how much? Came in around 18 buckies for the whole plate, which is reasonable here in Canada right now because we're facing inflation. But a good question to ask. And Leonard's here too. It looks nice. Yeah, it is really nice. Great to see you on the stream too. And just right, there's a great little pub, Australian pub downtown called the Moose Down Under. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. That bar, though, is not going to be great for a live stream because it's in a basement, but it's a great place to go for a video and stuff like that. So maybe we'll go there in the future for a video, but that's awesome. Papa Smurf would be proud. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. You can just see like the ground meat that's in here and everything like that. It's just so delicious. What's this got? This is the original Aussie on over here. So ultra lean ground beef. Okay. So it's got ultra lean ground beef and gravy on the inside of it. Now with all the beef on over here, they apparently keep on doing like AAA and stuff like that on the menu, so it's like really high level. High quality stuff. And just a good, nice little flavor. You can see how fast I'm eating this too. I am literally hungry. Look at that right there. Jasmine, great to see you. It's awesome to see you. We're going through the FIFA World Cup today in food. We're over here in Australia right now at Peak Pies on West Broadway Street. Great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so good. That is so good. So, just like I said, okay, you have, let's try the long black. You have the first game happening on June the 13th. They already have some of the area closed down in Vancouver, so you really can't go down between Pacific Boulevard on Cambie Street all the way over to Columbia Street. They got that whole area shut down right now. Let's try the long black. It's like an Americano, but it's much stronger because the espresso is sitting on top. I actually kind of like the long black better. And the Americano, I like that like roasty flavor that comes through, and that's what a long black is as opposed to an Americano. It's just got a little bit darker flavor, a little bit more of the punch from the espresso that they put in here. Oh, Jasmine is not feeling too well. Well, I hope you feel better soon. I understand that there is a cold going around. Downtown is about to be busy for FIFA. That is true. That is very, very true. In fact, it's already started getting busy. And we've had a few international protesters already been spotted downtown. Now they have the civic right to do that and stuff like that, but they've chosen Vancouver and Canada to bring their politics to, which is very interesting to see. They're not being like mean or nasty or anything like that. They're all being very nice, but you know, they're just trying to, you know, do their thing and get their word out. And FIFA World Cup is a bit of a stage where you can kind of do that kind of thing. So it's just fun to see like all of the different people that are coming on in there. And there's some people that are going to be here for the entire month that FIFA's here, and they've rented out like Airbnbs and stuff like that, or whatever, you know, a room and stuff like that, so they can stay here. It's wild. It's wild to see the city slowly go from already being busy because of tourists to being even more busy and packed later today. Downtown was busy today, but there's some cruise ships in as well, so it might have been also that. Okay, Jasmine's saying, is Chinatown Stadium going to close down temporarily on game days? Chinatown Stadium's going to close down for a bit, but apparently you're still going to be able to walk over to Taco, which is like that Korean taco restaurant right next to the station. So you'll apparently be able to still access that. So I don't know how that's going to work out. It's going to be interesting. So some things are going to be open for people, and some things are going to be open for, and some things are going to be closed as well. So we need to take that into consideration. And they're also going to shut down. They might shut down Yaletown Roundhouse Station, or like they haven't solidified that up quite yet in the paper or explained it properly to me in the papers and the instructions. They might just close down the Main Street entrance on over there. On game day, they're going to close a lot of the streets around the stadium, but apparently, you know, the public is still going to be able to go down Beatty Street. They're just not going to be able to go on up to the Terry Fox. Like they'll be able to walk down Beatty Street, but they won't be able to go up to the Terry Fox Memorial. Apparently, that will be behind a gate and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually closes and what closes, because they haven't put up all the fences yet. So it's interesting to see. And you can see a little bit of the activity. Of course, they have the fences up already for the areas that they've closed down on Pacific Boulevard. So you can definitely see that on over there. And the tents that are in there, the staging area on over there. Allen Lamplighter Park, or yeah, I think it's called the Allen Lamplighter Park, is literally has a new field on it and stuff like that. And if you actually head on over to Beaconsfield Park and other parks in East Van, there's new turf down there too, because there's practice areas on over there for Team Canada and other teams. Those mushy peas really bring in a different flavor. Who would have thought that mushy peas have like a good flavor to them? Wow. When I was a kid, I would eat my peas, but I was never a big fan of them. I wasn't opposed to it either. It was just something my mom put on the plate to help keep us healthy and stuff like that. So, you know, I appreciated like the food being put on my plate and me being fed and stuff like that. So, thanks, Mom. But I'm starting to like this is starting to get me to appreciate peas again. Now it is raining today, so our next location that we're going to go to, okay, we might just get takeout and go to another location if it's too busy around there, and that's okay because that's going to get us closer to our last location. Which will definitely be interesting. But howdy, folks. Great to see you here on the stream. We are over here in Peaked Pies right now on our live stream, going through different cuisines from the teams that are coming through the FIFA World Cup. And this is an awesome, awesome day. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. Over here at Peaked Pies, we're having Australian right now. Australian. I'm really here for the drinky right now, but I couldn't help but get myself one of the pies on over here too. So we got the traditional Aussie, which is ultra lean ground beef and gravy in a pie. Oh, awesome. Oh, awesome. So Andrew's like, any hints? You'll see more hints as we go along. Don't be rushing it a little bit too much. But you can start to guess. We're going to be heading down. We're going to be heading on over to Yaletown Roundhouse Station. That's where we're going to get out of the SkyTrain. Okay. Andrew's already trying to guess. I love it. I love it. I live. Amy, great to see you. Yeah, and this is a great theme. You get to see some great food. Like this place is warm though too, right? But that is delicious. Okay. I was hungry. I was hungry. Oh my gosh, I was so hungry. Okay, we don't have to rush. We do have this wonderful, wonderful long black on over here too. So you can see it just looks like a dark roast coffee on over here, but really it's espresso with water. Just like an Americano, just made in reverse. So the espresso goes on top of the water instead of the water going on top of the espresso, like the Americans would do. The Australians do it the other way. Just like the toilets run in the other direction in Australia. Or is it that way? I think it's that way. What a day though, what a day, what a day. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're moving through that time in Vancouver where they still need to keep, because it was like really cold this morning. Like it wasn't like freezing or anything outside, but it was like, it's been around 20 degrees for a few weeks. And then this morning it was like 10 degrees outside. And right now it's 13 degrees outside. So it's not bothering Vancouverites in any way, shape, or form. We just throw on our coats, we get in our umbrellas, we're ready to go. It's raining outside, we're fine to go. And Jasmine's like, just kidding. Jasmine. I appreciate that. That is so good. That is so good. But yeah, when we're in these warmer, if you see me sweating a little bit when we're in these warmer restaurants, there's a reason. But there also is a reason that they need to keep the heat on. Okay? And so, yeah, because other people are going to get very, very cold if they don't. So I get it. I definitely get it. I like the long black. Oh my gosh. So when you get an Americano, it's a little bit more smooth it's going through. And the long black is not as smooth. You get a little bit of that bitterness, but some of my culture, some of the cultures that I come from in my backgrounds, we do bitter. And bitter is an important thing. Okay, it's an important element to the cuisine. Last time I was talking about bitter cuisine, I think I was over at Meraki Street in Pacific Plaza, and I had ordered mustard greens, which is mustard greens in a Taiwanese soup and stuff like that with pork chops and tofu. And Andrew wasn't sure if I would like that or not, but I told him I was okay with that, and then it came out, and yeah, I was okay with it. It was very, very delicious, very, very good. So I truly did enjoy that. But yeah, I like bitter. I like bitter a lot. And you know what else I like? Shout out to the bitter girls. Thank you for coming to the stream. Why? Because you guys, even whether you're actually like me or you're watching me or something like that, or you don't like me and stuff like that, you're still watching. So shout out to the bitter girls as well for coming onto the stream. Okay? Our community will throw you a lot of shade if you're bitter. Have you tried bitter melon yet? No, I have not tried bitter melon, so I can't tell you whether or not I'd like that. Sometimes there's bitter that's like tart, and then there's bitter that is sour, and I don't know if that would be a sour. And sometimes the sours are good for me, but sometimes the sours are not so good for me. So that is definitely something I have not tried yet. That was definitely lunch. We're gonna go pick up dinner. And that's gonna be okay, because I literally forgot to have lunch today. I literally forgot, not intentionally. We were just so busy doing all of these different things and stuff like that. You know how like sometimes you just forget? I just forgot. And, like we were going around here in Vancouver today, just kind of going from spot to spot to spot. And we could have stopped and gotten something to eat, but no, not at all. Jasmine, it's like, what are the bitter girls? Just those who come on here and hate? Oh, Jasmine, you figured it out. We've branded the trolls. That's what we've done. They're the bitter girls now. So we give a shout out to the bitter girls. That's what we do sometimes. You were definitely not a bitter girl. You can go on to a Cantonese restaurant and order stir-fried beef and bitter melon, Black beans. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. That's still in the chat, so I'll write that down. Yeah, it's a shout out to the trolls. We borrowed it from Luscious Massacre. She's great. Famous. Like Luscious is originally from Texas. Time I checked. Okay, which is very, very interesting to see in transformation. So over here on the West Coast, at least part of the time. So great to see. Great to see. Or as Christy would say, a new shiny toy. That's exactly what they are. They're just shiny toys. Definitely, they are just shiny toys. Jasmine has it down pat. That's very, very true. It's very, very true. Cynthia's here. Cynthia, great to see you. Hola, nice to have you here on the stream. Okay, we're done our long black. I actually kind of want to get out of here. It's a little warm in here today. But again, they open the door up behind me and like the blast of cold air comes on in. So I definitely get it. I definitely get it. It's hard to regulate here in Vancouver sometimes, especially when we're in these transitional seasons. So it's always good to take that into consideration if you're visiting like one of your favorite restaurants or something like that. Just kind of like give a break to the restaurateur if they're having to manage the place, because they're probably also working in the heat, but they don't want complaints from their customers and all this stuff. So yeah, it makes sense. I love the chirp them part. That's awesome. Okay, give me a sec here. We're putting the stuff in the bus tray. Garbage. There we go. That was so good. Thank you very much. Guys, this is like literally, I don't come to Peaks Pies very often, but that was delicious. And the reason that I got the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the mushy peas on top of it is because that's how it's supposed to be served. And I wanted to make sure that you guys could actually see that whole experience, get that whole experience at least visually for yourselves, because that was delicious. That was ridiculously delicious. And then if I'm going for a little bit of a smaller budget meal in the future, okay, well, I can do that on my own time. But it's also important to kind of give you guys an opportunity to see like what the whole thing is, because that's really what brings the whole meal together. You can also just get their pies to go. Asif used to pick up pies to go sometimes because they're open up until 9 p.m. both here on West Broadway, but also over on Denman Street and all the way over in the Heights until 9 p.m. at night. So Asif sometimes when he was coming home from work would just pick us up a couple pies and stuff like that, and we just eat them at home. He thinks they're a little salty, but he still thought they were pretty good. So Kyle D, good to see you. Kyle's like, did you see the soccer ball at Main Street? Oh wait, hold on, is Gentle here? Gentle, oh my gosh, great to see you. Sorry I missed you. Great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Yes, Kyle, I have seen the soccer ball multiple times riding on the SkyTrain. So yeah, I am well aware of it transforming right now. So it should be good. I'm getting excited. Yesterday when I passed the soccer ball, I had almost the whole soccer ball covered. And I'm literally convinced, it's not necessarily the truth, but I'm convinced that they're doing it slowly just because people can see the transformation over time, which would actually be a smart thing to do if they're doing that intentionally. No problem, Gentle. It's great to see you. So yeah, we're over here on West Broadway right now. And this is the office crowd right on over here. And that's Curly and all of their cars here. And we got many of these offices coming in. There's more office space that's going to be moving in here. We also have condominiums and hotels. That's the Holiday Inn right on over there. It happens to be in the area as well. And a lot of these buildings either have on this side here that are a little bit lower. They're eventually going to get torn down and they're going to build more things. Why? Because the subway extension project is coming through here. And a lot of these properties are slowly getting bought up from the developers, and they're going to build more condos on top and probably like a few levels of office underneath the condo towers. It's going to get interesting out here on West Broadway. And it's going to take probably about 15 to 20 years for that to happen. So it'll be interesting to see some of the bigger towers going up and some of the other ones going down. Oh, Gentle's got a break right now. Fair enough. Well, you enjoy your break from work. I get it. I get it. Okay. We're over here now at Ash and West Broadway. Okay. So here is West Broadway Street here. And here is Ash Street right here. If you go down that street right there, you're gonna end up over at West 6th, which we would terminate right on over there. Okay? But we're gonna continue this way on West Broadway and go to our next location. So our next location for FIFA World Cup Cuisine is we're gonna get off at Yaletown Roundhouse Station and stroll a few blocks into the downtown core and into the entertainment district. Andrew, that's another one of those hints. And then we're gonna get something on over there. So you guys can start looking at the different restaurants over there and try to figure out, where's Jerome going? Is that a restaurant serving a specific cuisine of one of the countries playing in the FIFA World Cup here in Vancouver? And then you can take some guesses if you want. If you just want to come along for the ride, you can do that too. When you're here on Munchie Mondays with Jerome Forestwood. We just finished up at Peak Pies on over there, and we got some amazing Australian food, and we got the classic Australian long black right on over there too, which is the way that they do Americanos in Australia, which is the reverse of what the way that Americans do long blacks over here in North America. Wherever you go, Jerome, we know it'll be incredible. Well, thank you very much. It's a beautiful, beautiful silvery day. It is raining now, but Vancouver, that's why we carry these things. And we have coats that are like waterproof or water resistant in this case and stuff like that. We're just prepared. The rain isn't going to stop us. I mean, if you're complaining about the rain and you're staying at home and you're not going out, well, then are you really from Metro Vancouver? Are you really from Metro Vancouver? A little bit of rain ain't gonna slow us down. Look at that right there. It is so busy here. Look at this. They've covered over the subway now. They're getting close to opening this thing up. And we're at the intersection now of West Broadway and this right here, this is Cambie Street. And we're over here now in the Cambie Village. So it runs along Cambie Street here, all the way from West 2nd down where the bridge starts, all the way up to, hey.
Photo. My son's watching you.
Oh, right now? Yeah. What's your name?
Dino.
Oh, okay. Good to see you. No problem. Yeah, see you. I just did a selfie, apparently. I love the wind. It's making my hair look so wild. We'll just let it go. It gets even more entertaining as we go along. Kyle's asking Jerome, what is there to do in Vancouver when we come as tourists? I'm going to give you the most classic Vancouver thing. First thing you do is you go to Gastown and you get a selfie in front of the Gastown steam clock. But really, like Vancouver is a little foodie haven right on over here, or heaven might be the better descriptor, and to be honest, and especially for Asian cuisine, because we're over here on the Pacific Rim. So people on over here in Canada, while a lot of Canadians look over to Europe, okay, over here in British Columbia, and especially in the Metro Vancouver area, we look across the Pacific Ocean over to the countries on the other side of that pond, right on over there. So that's what we do on over here. There's so much beautiful Asian food on over here. But there's lots of other things you can do. You want to go whitewater kayaking, you want to go rock climbing, you want to go do expeditions, you want to go skiing. Well, in the wintertime there's skiing. Right now it's not so good, but yeah. And there's all that type of outdoor stuff as well that's happening on over here. But you can watch many, many different YouTube videos beyond mine. I cover the locals experience, but there's way more tourist-related videos out there right now. And many good Vancouverites actually making videos catered to the tourists. So Kyle, that's still a very good question to ask. Andrew's saying, can we zoom in to which continent? There's 48 countries in the FIFA this year. No, that's gonna be too easy then, man. That might be the hint right there. That's gonna be too easy then. There's your hint. Andrew's smart. Andrew's smart. Here's the SkyTrain coming on in here today. The workhorse that gets me around if I'm not riding the work truck. Okay. Just give us a second right here. Give us a second. We're good to go. Oh, I can grab a seat. Even better. Even better. That's awesome. So we're on the SkyTrain right now. We're literally at a Broadway City Hall station. We're gonna go 2 stations on over right now. Okay. There's not much to show you because it's a dark underground tunnel. So you're stuck with this mug, but it shouldn't take more than probably about a minute and a half to go through the whole route. So, but we have a window on over here. I think maybe the wall. Who knows? Who knows? But great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Andrew's like, are we going from Mexican? That's actually a really good guess. There we are. There is Olympic Village Station for you. Really good guess, but no, we are not going for Mexican. No, we are not going for Mexican next. That's what I was thinking, Andrew. That would be so good. It would be good. It really would be good. Nick's like American hot dog? No, we are not doing American either. Oh my gosh, there's only a few countries left. Jerome, I think you ran into my dad on Broadway in Campy. Yeah, Egons, I think I actually did. I think he said his name was Dino or something. It was really noisy. I was trying to listen, but he also seemed... Okay, it's gonna buffer for like a second or two, guys. But we're almost up. We're just like literally under the cup here in Vancouver, Canada. Okay, starting on The games are going to go throughout June, starting on June 13th until around mid or late July. I've been at work today, so I've forgotten a little bit of the schedules. But I can at least give you a little bit. Okay, let's head on up. Okay, here we are. We're riding the escalator all the way up. So we just finished some beautiful, beautiful Australian food over at Peaked Pies, which is one of our Australian restaurants here in the city. We actually have a large Australian diaspora that lives here in Vancouver. As well as a large Irish population as well. So literal Australians from Australia and Irish from Ireland. And they're not choosing to necessarily, some of them choose to immigrate here, but most of them, they just come on over on work permits and they work for a little bit and then they take off. So that's who's on over here right now. And they go on to their next country. A little bit more of like a tradition in their countries of traveling around the world and just experiencing a few cultures oftentimes, and then they'll return home. Newfoundlanders do that as well, which is very interesting to see. Very, very interesting. And very common in countries that are actually islands. Even though Australia is also a continent, it's also an island. So it's interesting to see how different cultures happen. When you're trapped on an island, you kind of want to get off and explore a little bit more than where you're stuck, which is interesting to see, very interesting to see. Brooke, great to see you. Yeah, we're down here right now, over here in Yaletown. That's great to see you. We're gonna go get some food for the next country that we're going to enjoy some cuisine from. Another country that is playing in the FIFA World Cup and playing in one of the first few games here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. There's another hint for you guys. Those pink umbrellas just pop. Oh, look at that. They have benches out here now. Did you see that? Oh, wow. With nice umbrellas on them too. That is definitely, I hope it stays. I don't think the umbrellas will stay permanently, but I hope the tables stay. That's very, very cool. Or maybe in the future they bring in some like permanent shelter that goes over top of them. Who knows? Definitely there for the FIFA World Cup though. Definitely. Hola from Mexico, from Laura. Laura! Good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Andrew's like, are we going for Korean food? Andrew, I thought we had this down. Okay? I thought we had this down. You guys are so close. So close. Though that would be good. Korean food would be good. Okay. If you guys guess it on the way over there, it's great. I already said no to the United States and no to Mexico. And then I kind of let it spill that there's only so much and so many more countries left in the continent. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, look at this right on over here. They got this all painted up for the FIFA World Cup out over here. And they have lights here too, check this out. Like that's literally like the artist logo on over there. Look at this, they got soccer right on over here. Along the way here. It doesn't look like the artist is quite finished that side. And they got more soccer on this side right on over here. Our city is literally transforming before our eyes. And Yaletown's gonna be very, very busy on over here. So Andrew's getting a little closer now, Brazilian. That would be awesome. But no, not Brazilian. That would be, ooh. Okay, he's got a truck. That's why you have bumpers. Yeah, his bumper's not cracked, so he's good. I've literally seen like 3 or 4 people in the last 2 days back into walls. It is interesting to see. Very, very interesting to see. So here we are in Yaletown. Thank you a bunch. I made some chicken paprika with dumplings. Ooh! Justin is talking to Brooke about the food that he's making. That is awesome. Brooke's dropping the dumpling emojis. That is so cool. That is so cool. And there's some of the Yaletown businesses, if you happen to be in the area on over here, that you can go, oh my gosh. Okay. There's a Ricardo's down here in Yaletown now. There's literally a Ricardo's down here in Yaletown. Are you serious? Look at this. Look at that. Okay, let's do that again, because we're gonna make it short. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I think there's a Ricardo's down here in Yaletown. Look at that, there's a Ricardo's down here in Yaletown. Oh my gosh, wow, wow. That is new. That is new, and I am excited. Edge is like, we're definitely not going for Chinese food right now. No, we are not going for Chinese, but that's good. That helps you eliminate it from the list. But we do love Chinese food. One of my favorites is Hong Kong cafes, of course, right on over there. So that is one of my favorites. But no, we are not getting some beautiful, beautiful Chinese cuisine, whether it be more along the Cantonese style of the cuisine or the many, many different diversities of Mandarin cuisine as well. But we're gonna go up the street in a minute. We're gonna cross the street right on over here. First, no, we can just go up. We're gonna go up. We're heading up right now. We're going up, 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 da da da. Gonna be golden. We're gonna be golden. Oh. So this is Nelson Street right here. And another hint, we're gonna head up to Granville Street. Okay? So now I'm starting to narrow it down for you on over here. If you are traveling for the FIFA World Cup here and you're watching today, there's a nice little bar on over here, a few of them. One of them right on over is El Guardo. Nice little Mexican, Latin American bar down there. Very, very awesome. Very busy, always packed with like people from all over Vancouver. But the area that we just walked through, that's full of a lot of our slightly pricier restaurants there in Yaletown, and a whole lot of good bars there as well. Okay, it's a great place to take, to go and have some fun if you want to indulge in a few alcoholic beverages, or if you want to get a nice meal. That's also a good spot to go. Nick's like, are we going Portuguese? No, not Portuguese. But now you have eliminated Portuguese from the list, which is awesome. Okay? Because you don't know what the final destination is yet either. So while you're guessing, you're also eliminating countries off of the final destination as well. Okay? Well, somebody lost a helmet. Ah! Ah! It buffered. Okay, never. Well, you know what? Agons. I confirmed that the photo was taken on this live stream here, so you can at least go back to the live stream and say, see, my dad did take the photo. It just happens to be blurry. That's unfortunate. Okay. But Jerome confirmed it happened. Andrew's like, I'm guessing something Central American. Maybe not. Which is no. So that makes it a lot easier now. Andrew is great at playing the game of elimination, which is exactly what you should be doing in these cases. Think a little closer to home. Nick's like, are we going for Swedish meatballs? That would be delicious, but then I'd be heading to IKEA, and I'm not in Richmond or Coquitlam right now, so we can eliminate that off the list as well. Though Nick does some good meatballs. Oh, Nick loves some good meatballs. I'm assuming, Nick. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So, they used to be part of the Gold Train franchise. I think they still are, because they still have the Mente on here. But look at that, they've rebranded on over here. Faux Mente, we're not going here either. But you can see how many of the restaurants on over here in Metro Vancouver are also going through a little bit of a rebranding, a little bit of a, facelift, making it has to be American then. Nope, Nick already got that. Nick already eliminated that from the list. So if it's not American, and it's not Mexican, and it's not Central American, but it's still close to home, what is it? What is it? It's like that period where it's gonna break out in rain, but it hasn't broken out in like a full rain yet. Brooke's like, IKEA meatballs are awesome. I do find them tasty. They're very good. Andrew's like, are we going for Canadian poutine? Yes, we are going for Canadian poutine right now. And looking at the weather, I might be taking it over to our backup location. I should have stayed on the other side of the street. Andrew knows exactly where I'm going right now. I love it. Yes, Canadian poutine is our next thing that we're gonna pick up on over here. And it's gonna take them a hot minute to make while we stand outside the restaurant, but that's okay. We got an umbrella and they have an overhang, so we're good to go. Let's cross the street. We're over here on Granville. And this is our entertainment district here. This is where all the bars and the clubs are. Some restaurants and bars on over here will look like they're run down empty spaces during the weekday, but the street just lights up all of a sudden when they bring the security guards to the front and open up the doors. You can see inside all of the colors and the lights and stuff. So it's very, on the weekends, it's very, very interesting to see, because there's a lot of the big clubs down here, and yeah, they're not going to make a lot of business during the weekdays, but Vancouverites have a tradition of coming down here and enjoying it on the weekends. And Andrew has guessed correctly where we are going next. We have come to Mean Poutine, right on over here, and we're gonna get some Canadian right now. How Canadian of you. Feast Right Grow wrote Fritz. This is very close. Very close. You probably wrote that just before I confirmed it. So I feel for you. But no, we're over at Mean Poutine. And by the way, guys, poutine isn't made necessarily by just French people these days. It's made all across the country. It does, I believe, come from Quebec though. Okay, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, and that's where it started. But now it's countrywide, and it's a very, very much Canadian cuisine made by people of all different backgrounds and ethnicities, so long as they're Canadian on over here. Oh my gosh, a cuisine or a gants. I was thinking like cuisine food because we're eating food today, but egg gants, oh my gosh. Cheers for making my day and running into my dad. No problem, your dad's awesome. Have you had the butter chicken poutine? No, I haven't, but I'm gonna get probably the mean supreme today, or I might just get the classic. I'm gonna get the classic poutine and give you the classic experience, okay? So there's a lot of different poutines that they have to order on over here. Okay, there's some of the prices. They have increased in price. It used to be $10 to $12. You can see that it's definitely increased in price. It is an outdoor spot right on over here. There's some seats on over here, so you can sit out here, stand out here if you want to eat food. Okay, but we're gonna get the classic poutine right on over here. That comes with crispy fries topped with fresh cheese curds smothered in a rich brown gravy. Or should I get the mean supreme? I really like the mean supreme a lot. So many options. Oh my gosh, this one poutine spot that I am obsessed with downtown. Man, I forgot the name of it. That's okay. That's okay. Honestly, the poutine at Donair Dude totally slaps. It's so good. Because they use the Donair meat stuff and the gravy base. There's also a really good poutine place that's opened up down on Denman Street too. Hey, how's it going? Hold on, I forgot the name. Can I get the mean supreme?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Do you like green onion on the top?
Green onions would be awesome.
You wanna pay by cash or card?
I got either, so.
Whichever is easy for you. I have both options.
Okay, let's do cash then.
Sure. And
There you go.
do you like anything to drink?
No, not today. I've already had something to drink.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
It's $16.30.
Yeah. Just getting the stuff. Thank you very much. Okay, we're gonna wait for our food. It's not gonna take them long. We're gonna put it together and then we're gonna be good to go. But we're gonna chill on over here. I don't think I need my umbrella open quite right now. But yeah, we are over here. Yeah, we're gonna get the mean supreme because I'm probably not gonna eat the whole thing, but we're definitely gonna enjoy part of it. And I might finish it, who knows? I might finish it, who knows? But there it is. So the difference between the classic poutine and the mean supreme is that they add the certified Angus roast beef, the double smoked bacon, the mushrooms, and the sauteed onions as well. Okay? Or in my case, green onions, which is what I wanted. So you can mix it up a little bit too. They also have one where you can like make your own as well. So that's pretty cool as well. There's so much options. Brooke is like literally craving fries now. I know. I've done my job. Yeah, I've done my job. Number 3 is staring me straight in the face. Oh, the fried chicken one? Asif loves the fried chicken one, actually. Yeah. There used to be a good poutinery on the strip that was pretty... Well, that poutinery is not here anymore. So they've lost to places like Mean Poutine and La Belle Patate. There's a new poutine shop also going down on Davie Street, coming into the Gringo on over there. It's supposed to be open before the World Cup comes, which is going to be interesting to see. Okay, so yeah, there's just so much good stuff on over here in this area. I really, really like Brooke's idea though of getting a poutine from Donair Dude next time. Brooke, I'm definitely gonna write that down and put it on the list. It actually sounds good. It actually sounds really, really good. So they're gonna make it. It's gonna come. It's not gonna take too long. And when it's here, it's here. So that's what's gonna happen. But it does take a hot little minute for good food to be made. She's literally like taking the stuff and doing a little bit because you want like the cheese to melt and stuff like that. As she's taking other people's orders and stuff. It's very, very cool to see. Oh my gosh, husband. Great to see you. We just had peaked pies. Yeah, we had the long black. That was our bevy. We went on over to Peak Pies and we had a long black, okay, which is the Australian version, Australian version of Americano, or more like I would like to say, the original version of a long black that the Americans copied to make an Americano, just made like reversed. So interesting to see. I couldn't help myself. I had like the Aussie traditional peaked pie on over there with the lean ground beef and everything. It was so delicious with the mashed potatoes and the mushy peas and the gravy on top. It was so Australian. It was delicious. It was, no, I didn't eat Australians. I'm not a cannibal. I had a pie on over there, a meat pie with the long black. It was delicious. Agon's is saying, hey Asif, I hope Bangladesh is treating you well. And Nick is throwing a shout out to the hubby. So thank you, Nick, for saying hi to Asif too. So great to see everyone here on the street. We're just outside of Poutine. If you want to know where we are, okay, and there is their logo right on over here. They're located here on Nelson Street. There's their QR code if you want to check and see what stuff they have. They're also on Twitter and Facebook. And too, I think they got their menu on Google Maps as well. Okay, yeah, they at least have a photograph of their menu on Google Maps. This is great to see. That's nice. Cloudburst rain is unique. Yeah, Asif like woke me up yesterday. He showed me some crazy, like I was like half asleep and then my phone went off. And I answered my phone and a husband looked at me. I was all like wild hair and like way more wild than this because I was sleeping. And he was like, were you sleeping? I was like, uh-huh. And then he was like, oh, I just wanted to call to show you the cloudburst rain. And then he showed me the cloudburst rain. It's literally like, he's on the balcony. They have like metal bars on the balcony to keep the monkeys out. Okay? And literally right beyond the metal bars that are there on the balcony, it's like a shower. It's just like a hard shower or a waterfall just falling down. That's how hard the rain was coming down. It was like amazing to see. Even though I was like half asleep, I was still like, what? It was so cool. It was so cool. So guys, like if you get a chance to check that out, the cloudburst rain, like we get that occasionally in Canada, but like, and we call it on over here microbursts, and it can come over here with like hurricane size force. Over there in Bangladesh, I'm not sure like how it works and stuff like that. It just was like a heavy waterfall just falling down from the skies. Most amazing thing I have seen in a while, but great to see you. We're over here right now and we're at Poutine and we're getting Canadian right now because Canada is playing in the FIFA World Cup. I think so the first game is Australia versus Turkey. That's happening on June 13th. And then on June 18th, Canada is playing Qatar on over here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So we are getting Canadian food right now. And we just finished on over at the Australian restaurant at Peak Pies here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And we're trying out just some of the cuisine that happens to be on over here in the area. Manus Play is like rocking that One Piece sweater. Of course. I just saw the latest episode of Elbath, the Elbath arc, literally on Netflix. It is amazing. So Luffy is now connected. Like they were literally, okay. It might be a spoiler, but they literally sailed their boats up a rainbow. That's nuts. I did not know in the One Piece world that you could sail on a rainbow, but apparently you can sail on a rainbow. That is, wow. I love One Piece. I love One Piece. Maybe the metal rails are there to keep the Labubos up. That could be true. That could be true. Luffy is a Vancouverite by heart. I think if he had a choice of where he wanted to live in Canada, Vancouver might be the place that he chooses. It's right here on the ocean. What is he gonna do? Sail? He could sail down the St. Lawrence Seaway and over into some of the other areas in Canada, but I think that he would probably just, want to like circumnavigate or go through the Suez Canal, or what is it, the Panama Canal. I think it's the Panama Canal. Go through the Panama Canal or go around, he'd probably go around the Horn of Africa and kind of come on up the West Coast. So that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I live. But yeah, guys, we're trying out the cuisine from the FIFA World Cup. Oh my gosh, our food's here. Oh my gosh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. My hair is like so wild right now. This thing is so hot. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. This looks so good. This looks so good. Okay. This looks so good. Let's actually try a little bit of it over here. Okay. We're gonna move a little bit out of the way of the menu just so we can enjoy it. I'm gonna like do this with my hand so I can hold it up. I don't think we need that whole thing up there. Okay. This is the mean poutine right on over here. So it's got peppers, onions, as well as the cheese curds. The gravy and the potato. It's got, oh my gosh, it even has the sauteed onions in here. There is so much in here. This is delicious. This is ridiculously delicious. Mmm. Mmm. This is so hot. That is so good. That is so good. I love this place on over here, Mean Poutine. They're open super late. On New Year's. Oh wow, not only doesn't it have bacon in here, yeah, I forgot about the beef. There's actual beef in here too. So they have shredded beef in here. This comes in at around 16 buckies. That's when it comes, that's when you're paying with the tax and stuff like that. That is so good. That is so good. Christine, oh my gosh! Great to see ya. We're over here at Mean Poutine right now. So we've had Australian, we're eating Canadian now. And then we're gonna go to another country next to finish things off. That's where we're gonna get something sweet. Mm-hmm. So that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, beautiful poutine on over here. Mmm. Mmm. Now, regardless of where you want to go, okay, so Brownwin was talking about, from Feast Right Grow, was talking about going on over to Fritz, which is also a very good place to get poutine. Mm-hmm. Nick's like, will Jerome finish his poutine? I don't think so. I might, who knows? And why? Because I couldn't help myself. I'm a sucker for a good pie. And I really wanted to try the mushy green peas and mashed potatoes with gravy at Peaked Pies, even though I went there for the bevy, the long black. But that's okay, Nick. If I don't finish it, I can take it home, and I can enjoy that too. Yeah. Canada's counting on you to finish it. I'll finish it at home if I don't finish it here. But who knows? Because like I literally, like I was telling people on the chat before, because Christine and Managed Play have just come in. I literally forgot to eat lunch today. I literally forgot to eat lunch. So I have been a little hungry. It is delicious. Okay, so let's break it down. You got bacon in here. You have mushrooms in here. You have green peppers in here. You have sauteed onions. You have regular onions in here. You have green onions in here. You have shredded beef. And you have the cheese curds, the gravy, and the fries, of course, because it's poutine. That's so awesome. Ah! So awesome. So awesome. So yeah, we are over here right now, just enjoying some delicious, delicious food and having a good time. Now, there is a few other things that it's kind of cool when you're watching the World Cup come in here, because you're starting to see different things pop up in or around the city. So definitely pay attention to the city as you go along. If you happen to be on over here, restaurants are like redoing the outsides of their, like En Ba is no longer En Ba. They've rebranded to Same Vietnamese food. It's interesting to see all of these different places rebranding, kind of putting a shiny coat on the outside. Okay, but still having their delicious, delicious food on the inside. It's actually pretty good to see. Christine saying it's pretty good to have some nice warm poutine today. Yeah, some nice steamy poutine. I would agree with you on that one. That is so good. That is so good. Yeah. So Christine was talking about it too. So it's been around 18 to 22 degrees here in Vancouver for the last week. And then right around this time in May, we usually do get like a bout of rain. I've been to the Vessi 500 twice already. And that's one of the big things that's happening this weekend, which is the big dragon boat race that's going to be happening down. It's not the Concord Pacific, it's the Vessi 500. It's a shorter race. The Concord Pacific, I think, is 1,000. The Vessi's a 500-meter race. Okay, but it is definitely going to be a good time. And it's been raining both years in a row, so I'm not surprised that the rain is back right now, but apparently it's supposed to be sunny again tomorrow. That is so good. The gravy and the bacon has this nice little saltiness in it. It's so like so tasty, and then the cheese kind of makes it like a creamy too. And then the potatoes, oh. That is good. But I think I'm gonna take one more bite, this bite right here. I'm gonna pack up the rest and we're gonna have it later. And that doesn't mean that we can't have it when we get on over to our next location. Ah, that is awesome. That is so, so tasty. That is so, so tasty. Okay. Let's put this in my bag. Yeah, Christine's like more poutine for a late night snack. Exactly. Now, when you're out here, guys, in Vancouver, you need to remember to carry a bag. If you need to get a bag, a takeout bag and stuff like that, okay. A lot of these places don't have takeout bags. If they do have a takeout bag, they'll charge you something like 25 cents to $1 for the takeout bag. And the reason that they don't have the takeout bags over here in Metro Vancouver is because they put in a, this was one of the first provinces to have a plastic bag ban. Because over in the Pacific Ocean, we have a giant island of plastic floating around. And sometimes that hurts things like turtles and other sea life, including the sea life that we eat and consume as well. So Vancouver made that plastic bag ban. It's a little bit of an inconvenience, but you can always pick up a plastic bag or your own carry bag on over here if you can't get a bag. Okay. From some other, from places like Shoppers Drug Mart and stuff like that, or different shopping markets like Kins Farms. So those options are all available there. Cam, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Shark Zoo, great to see you too. Nice to have you here. Shark Zoo's like, are you a full-time streamer? No. No, I was just talking about the work that I do. Can't tell you what I do for work, but yeah, I have a normal day job. I'm a human being, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we make enough I make enough live streaming to help cover the grocery bill, so. Which is always handy. So here we are, wow. There's a chaliwala coming down here. I love this place. That's awesome. That is awesome. And there's so much cool stuff coming into the neighborhood. I love it. I love it. It is so good. So, so good. And a lot of places just choosing to like set up shop like right now. It'll be interesting to see. Dave's Chicken is coming on in the old Cinema Pub just across the street here. So the old Cinema Pub's at the corner right on over here. There's not much to look at right now because of course it's closed. But we have a Dave's Hot Chicken coming on in here. Be interesting to see if they get open before June 13th. And you can see the Shamrock already has the FIFA banner here on the side of their restaurant. Catch the action in here. Look at that right there. That is Dublin is calling right on over there. Oh wow, it's so busy on over here. Oh, look at this line. Oh wow, this is a long line. Oh my goodness. Ah! There's like a seriously long line here. Hey, you guys know what's playing here today?
No, we're just in line.
You have no idea what's playing here today. That's Vancouverites for you. They don't want to give you the secret. They're keeping it a secret. There's definitely something though on over here. I think the rain stopped for a minute. Playing on over here right now. And it looks like it's metal and stuff like that too. That's Vancouverites for you. Sarcastic. Sarcastic as heck. Oh, it's a Live Nation one too. So they literally paid a lot of money for these tickets. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hey, what's playing here tonight? Dayseeker? Oh, cool. Awesome. Thanks. Very cool. Very cool. Ah! Oh, the bitter girls are here. The bitter girls. Cam's already throwing shade. Ah! Ah! It's a dead giveaway given the number of mullets in the line. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope they enjoy their show. And great to see. We're gonna head up to the SkyTrain station here. Okay. And then we're gonna ride on over to the waterfront station, and that's gonna take us into close proximity where we want to go. So that is what we're gonna do. Okay? And that's not gonna take us too long to get there, but we do need the journey a little bit. A little bit. We're over here at the intersection of Robson and Granville Street here. There's some FIFA World Cup artwork down at Robson Square there, and I've showcased a few times on the live stream. Yeah, we can cross. I'm hearing some like loud voices over here. Not quite sure what's going on. This is so Vancouver weather though. Rainy. Ah! Oh, Crusade's throwing shade too. What a day. What a day. So rainy out. So rainy out. So here's Granville Street for you, right on over here. Here in the neighborhood. Beautiful, beautiful street to be on. Lots of shops on over here in the area. This is the entertainment district we're in right now. And we're gonna head on over to the SkyTrain station right across the street here. That building right there. Sounds like I'm hearing drums with that yell, so it's probably an indigenous traditional drummer on out here today. It sounds like it is. Oh yeah, it definitely is. And definitely they got ribbon skirt and everything. Right there. Awesome to see. Awesome to see. And you'll see that down here. That's very much part of our West Coast culture on over there. Okay. Not quite sure why they're doing it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's because it's the rain. We need some rain right now. It's always good because eventually it gets very, very dry here in the summertime, and then the rain comes back in and around October. So very, very cool to see regardless, and very, very cool to see some of our West Coast culture on over here on showcase for you guys. Oh my gosh, Christy, I sang a little bit of Golden today on stream. I couldn't remember all of the words. And I might have mixed it up with another K-pop Demon Hunter song, but yeah, definitely had a good time. Definitely had a good time. Okay, we are over here now in Vancouver City Center Station. This is our central downtown station. It's not our big station, okay, but it is the station here in the downtown. for those people coming for the FIFA World Cup. Right on over here, this is an entrance to our big mall here in the downtown. A lot of it's underground. And then we usually have a busker right there, so no big surprise. Hey, good to see you. And then on over here, there's a few good restaurants on over here in the Vancouver Center, which is a business center. But we're gonna head this way on over here, and we are gonna take the SkyTrain. And we are going underground, so if it buffers for a little bit, don't worry about it. Okay, I'll come back. That's not a big deal. Okay. Vancouver is Canada's little big city on the west coast. We have about 800,000 people here in this city. Okay, itself, and 3.5 million in the Metro Vancouver area. Compare that to other cities, including even Edmonton that has like 1.1 million, maybe 1.2 million now. And you already know that this is actually a much, much smaller city here in the area, here in Canada. Much smaller big city. So we got all the big city infrastructure. We are the big city here on the west coast, but much smaller than some of the other cities that happen to be here. Here comes the SkyTrain right now. So I just dropped a big hint as to where we are going next. What cuisine are we gonna eat from one of the countries participating in the FIFA World Cup? We've already had Canadian, we've already had Australian. What are we going for next? You've already eliminated some of the countries as well for this journey. So you can remember those countries that are eliminated. Okay? So there's only so many more countries left. But let's go on in. Okay. And we're gonna ride the train out in just a minute. It's not gonna take too long. The doors will close. I love my hair, it's so wild right now. There we go. Our next stop is gonna be Waterfront Station. And from there, we're gonna go on up and over to our next location and get another cuisine from one of the teams that is playing on over here in the World Cup here in Vancouver. So Christine's saying, I'm not a big fan of the World Cup, but I feel lucky to be one of the witnesses this year. Yeah, even if you're not a fan, you can appreciate people having a good time and coming on over here. And you know, like, we're not gonna have the World Cup in Vancouver again for probably another 20, 30 years. So, you know, it comes around, it's our turn right now, and so we might as well just show people the good time. And you know what, people criticized the Expo when it came in, people criticized when the Olympics came in, but both of those events really put Vancouver on the map. Really, really helped Vancouver become more than just this big city on the West Coast, but this big city international destination on the West Coast. So yeah, it'll help just boost our credibility a little bit more, and that's good. Is the expense of the games gonna cover the cost? Probably not. But you know, when you have these big events, they do help out. I don't think it's gonna draw in a lot of big tourist dollars either. Just the other world events that are happening right now, unfortunately, with silly people that make stupid decisions, and other countries just a little further south of the 49th parallel, but I can't say anything else right now because we are on that type of platform, even though they don't like them either, the platform. Doesn't like them either. 404 OG, great to see you. Next it's Spain. No, we're not going to have Spanish food. Not today, okay? So anything that I say no to today that you're taking a guess, if we do another FIFA World Cup, okay, they can come back on the board at that point in time for you, okay? So if we do another FIFA food tour, and just remember that those things that you have eliminated today can come back on the board the next time around. But for today, no, we're not going for Spain. But we're going out to Granville Street. We're definitely going out to Granville Street. 404 Oh, gee, yo, everyone. Great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Yeah. 404 is saying, I tried 7-Eleven fried chicken wings today. You inspired me. Okay. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not good. To be honest with you, it's a hit or miss. The 7-Eleven on over here, I probably wouldn't get the 7-Eleven. Like, the 7-Eleven wings are good on a late night. Okay, or if you're going for them in a pinch. But there's also some other really good, wow, it's raining on over here. It is so raining on over here. There's nothing wrong with that. You can have your opinion, that's great. It's good that you're going and trying stuff. And if you don't like it, it's good that you're able to talk about it and explain it in a way that supports your argument, which is awesome. And you're saying, are we going for Belgian food? No, we are not going for Belgian food, but that is a good guess. A good guess. No problem. Yeah, so we are over here right now on West Hastings Street, here in the area. If you are coming to the downtown core for the FIFA World Cup, there is one stretch of this road that we're on right now where you probably just want to stay off of it, which is over from around Carroll Street over to Jasper Street or Jackson Street on East Hastings. Okay, there's a lot of services on over there to help people who have a lot of serious drug addictions and stuff like that. So oftentimes people stay out of that area and let those people be. So just a heads up for anyone who's coming for the FIFA World Cup. That is an area that you probably want to stay out of. It's quite the sight to see, and not something that I will ever dare bring a camera into, ever. But over here on this part of East Hastings or West Hastings on over here, this is like an upscale business district here in the area with hotels and great restaurants and cafes to come to. So yeah, definitely. And most of Hastings Street, even East Hastings Street, when you get on over to the Strathcona neighborhood or you get on over to parts of Chinatown and on over even into, well, yeah, parts of the Hastings Sunrise area are very normal, family-friendly areas as well. In fact, East Hastings goes right along the P&E, the Pacific National Exhibition Grounds, where the FIFA fan area will be, where the public can come and watch some of the games in a celebratory fashion with everyone else. So it's awesome. That's awesome. I'd watch the World Cup to see Messi play. Well, yeah, there you go. Exactly. It's awesome to see. So, and again, we're not going to have the World Cup on over here much longer. Nick's like German bratwurst. Good guess, but no, we're not going for German food. We are not going for German food. Wow, this is so Vancouver weather. This is so Vancouver weather. You guys are getting close. You're starting to eliminate different countries. You'll figure it out. Don't worry, you'll figure it out. 404 is from the One Piece TV show. Yeah, that's literally the Straw Hat flag. We're over here right now. This is Cordova, West Cordova and Howe Street. Okay, and we're gonna cross the street right on over here. Whoa, my umbrella just flipped upside down. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Nelly. Nelly. Nelly, mother, may I? Wow. Wow. So Andrew's guessing, are we going Swiss? No, we're not going Swiss. Okay. And Gareth is asking, are we going Italian gelato? No, not Italian gelato. Though I love my hair right now. Nick's like, are we doing French pastry? No, we are not doing French pastry. But I do appreciate you guys in guessing and working to eliminate all of those options from the list. So we're out here right now. We're walking through one of the areas with the Fairmont Waterfront Hotel right on over here. It's one of our more upscale hotels here in the area. You got the Pan Pacific across the street here too. Very, very awesome to see. Right on over here, there's the Pan Pacific. I had to come and say hi. Oh my gosh, Ivy, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. As is like, I don't think Italy qualified this year. Ah, that's so much shade. Chris is like, Italian food or Bengal food? Nope. But it's definitely a restaurant that's over here in and around Canada Place and the convention centers, as well as Waterfront Center. And in fact, we're going to walk away from Waterfront Center. So that helps narrow it down even more right now. Now, this is a country that's playing in the World Cup here in Vancouver. Okay? And you guys have eliminated a lot of the teams that are playing in Vancouver. Asif is having so much fun. Ah!
I think he's here.
So you're getting there. There's our mountains right on over there. On a sunny day, you'll be able to see the tops. It's kind of misty and foggy today with all of the rain, but that's okay. That's life for you. Right on over here in Metro Vancouver and in the city of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Did the rain? Nope, the rain did not stop. I was like, did the rain stop? It's like, no. Okay, so we're gonna narrow our options even more now by coming on down here. You guys are making good guesses. But Gareth, great to see you on the channel. The Swiss was already just eliminated, but I know that a lot of people are in the chat right now, so I get it. But yeah, nope, not Swiss. But we've literally turned onto the seawall right here at the terminus. Look at that tugboat right on over there. This wind is not my friend today. This wind is not my friend. It's a very strong wind, very not apt for Metro Vancouver. We don't usually have this super strong wind on over here. Very, very interesting to see. Dutch? Nope. Not Dutch. You guys are getting closer though. You're definitely getting closer. Oh my goodness gracious. Now I have to get away from the speakers on over here. Okay. We got an awning for a little bit. Woo! Then I don't have to have my umbrella go inside out. And what restaurant on over here? I bet it's a restaurant that not a lot of people have been to here on the seawall too. And that's the other thing. And that's definitely the other thing. It kind of goes under the radar. Hungarian? You're getting closer, but no, not Hungarian. But you're getting much closer. There's a giant container ship here. I'll show you to you in a minute. We're just gonna get under some shelter here. But if you know where I am right now, you know there's not a lot of options. Nick's like Belgian waffles? No. Good guess. That is a giant container ship. That is giant. That's twice the size of a regular container ship. Oh, wow. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. Pierogies and potato latkes. Closer, but not that. Nope. I'll check back for a bit of the chat. I'm leaving for a big screen. No problem. Egyptian coffee? No, Gareth, not that. But Andrew has figured it out again. Yes, we are going Turkish. We are going Turkish. And where are we right now? We're over here by the Golden Horn. Like literally right here. Here's the Golden Horn right here. This place right on over here serves sandwiches, Turkish sandwiches, okay? Which is Turkish street food. And they have sweets on in here. They have Turkish coffee on in here. This place is so under the radar some days, but if you want Turkish food, this is one of the places you can come to. And they have a location, I believe, over on Cambie Street. Get me right? I believe it's on Cambie Street. Okay, so you can check them out on Cambie Street too. But yeah, they're right on over here too, just hiding on over here. So we're gonna go get some Turkish sweets right now over here. This is an awesome little spot to come to if you happen to be in the area, and actually has some good deals. But you can see bakery and cafe, but you can see one of their bigger meals that they have right here. Now serving Iskender. Like, I want to come back here and get something else. It looks delicious out here. And there's their cold drinks right there too. Okay, let's hit in. We're gonna tip it down. Okay. Hey, how's it going? I'm just on a live stream. I'm gonna keep the camera on me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Can I actually get a Turkish coffee?
Yep.
Okay. And then I wanted to get some sweets as well on over here. I'm actually interested. Can I get one of the chocolate baklavas? And then, can I get a pistachio baklava as well?
One pistachio and one chocolate.
Yeah. That's good.
For him to go.
For here, I'm just gonna have it outside.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, this place is so under the radar, but it is so awesome on over here. Okay. Is it okay if I show the live stream the menu?
Yeah, just let me go there.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, like I said, they have sandwiches here, okay? They have appetizers and all this stuff. It's delicious. It's delicious. Okay, I'm good. I will keep it down right now. Awesome. Okay. I'll just sit down in the corner here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Give me a sec. We're good to go. Good to go. But yeah, this is an awesome little spot that not everyone thinks about. When like there's a whole cafe in here, you can see like proper like it's hidden. Everyone looks at Mahoney's bar on over here first, and they forget about the cat. Like literally, come on down here, okay? Try this place out. The baklava that I'm trying is like $2.99 a piece. Very, very affordable. Okay, even the Turkish coffee that I'm getting on over here, it's $3.99. So we're gonna be enjoying some beautiful, beautiful food on over here, and it's just awesome to see. So yeah, this is definitely one place that not everyone thinks about when they happen to be here in the neighborhood. So come on over here and try some of the stuff out. You won't be upset. You won't be, you know. But it's cool. So yeah, we're over here right now. We're going through different cuisines for the FIFA World Cup, and we are over here enjoying some beautiful, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna have it right here because that's a beautiful setup. That is awesome. So I just drink it right out of here?
Yeah, you can open it.
Okay. That is what I thought I was gonna get. I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this. This is so cute. This is so traditional. And it's right in there. That is awesome. Turkish coffee. I am so excited. I am so excited. Sarah, great to have you. I understand some French because I went through the English-French immersion programs here in Canada, but no, I don't know a lot of French. So this is the chocolate baklava on over here, and this is the more traditional pistachio baklava right on over here. So just some beautiful, beautiful food that we'll try here in the area. Some beautiful Turkish sweets. It's pretty good. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm like, their wraps are $12.99. Their sandwiches come in anywhere from $6, but mainly around 14 to 16 buckies on over here. And when you're at some of these other restaurants right here along the seawall and up on Canada Place, they get a little bit pricier. This is one of the more affordable places to come if you happen to be in the area and you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, or if you're just looking for something a little bit different on over here, this is the opportunity to come on over and check it out. Sarah, this is awesome. That was so good. And so baklava has many, many different layers to it. You can see a lot of the layers right on over here. And they're soaking in a syrup, which is a sugar. Okay, and this one, because it's the chocolate baklava, it has a nice little subtle, like chocolate cocoa flavor in it. Very, very good. Very, very tasty. And so the water is a bit of a palate cleanser. That's good. That's gonna allow me to, it also hydrates me, which is very, very handy because we have been going around town today enjoying some food. But yeah, we're over here, we're celebrating. The first game, Australia versus Turkey. So we're enjoying some Turkish food right now. Right on over here, we're having some Turkish sweets and a beautiful, beautiful Turkish coffee too, because I couldn't resist. It was just, it's awesome. A lot of the days we just tend to stick to less food, but like when I started exploring the food of the world, I was coming to, like, I wanted to get one of the sandwiches on over here because one of the sandwiches on the board is like one of the Turkish street food sandwiches. I also wanted to try the Iskander plate too, but I was like, I can't eat everything today. And there's people that regularly come in and out of the shop as well. So it's not like there's usually one or two people kind of sitting in here, which is like a good sign of a good place when you have a lot of turnover on over there. If you can see the ocean, it's always, well, you can see the ocean. You literally can see the ocean right now. Well, it's kind of foggy, but yeah, but no, they're not upping the prices on over here. This is the one place where they don't up the prices. And it's very nice to have one of these places on over here where you can get something a little bit more affordable, and it's absolutely delicious and absolutely an awesome little cultural experience here in Vancouver too. Yeah. But Kobe's pretty much on par. The Mahoney's over here, the D-Dutch down the way. Some of the places over in Canada place are a little bit pricier. This is one of the few affordable places here. Live to ride. Good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Good to have you here. We're just enjoying the pistachio baklava on over here. So good. And that was so good. That's a Turkish coffee right there. Okay. So this is like
Yogurt sauce, just yogurt.
Just yogurt sauce. Yogurt and parsley and some salt.
Okay, just
A little bit.
yes. And fries.
I love this.
No fries.
I love this already.
Rice.
The sandwich, the wrap, is coming lettuce, tomato, yogurt sauce, and the chicken, and we wrap it with the bread.
Turkish coffee. This thing is like a nice, this is a very strong coffee. That's why it's so small.
And rice, you have
Rice is coming with the scandal.
Very strong. Okay. But very smooth.
Scandal, yes.
yes.
Chicken,
Yes.
and then the chicken bread and yogurt sauce.
Very much
Next
meant
one,
to be
rice,
sipped
some
and enjoyed.
pepper.
So that is very, very good. That is very, very good. Yeah, I am definitely enjoying that. I'm definitely enjoying that.
If you want wrap.
Daniel's giving me a heads up that there might be something we got to keep an eye out for. And I'm assuming that when I tasted it.
Give you some rice, I will charge you.
That is so good though. That is so, I love caffeinated beverages so much. Okay. And this is a nice little caffeinated beverage on over here. This is so good. Oh, that is, yeah, you want a nice little strong drink, that is what you come for right on over here. You don't need that. And this is for my husband right on over here. And like, if he tries this, he won't be needing to go find facilities or anything like that. He can just kind of drink this, get his caffeine rush for the day, and he's good. It's so affordable. So affordable. Compared to some other places. Asif is wishing fried chicken for all. That's good. Christy, or is that Christian? Christian, good to see you. Nice to have you on the street. That is so, this is so refreshing. I have literally been on a crazy whirlwind adventure here in Vancouver today, trying different cuisines from the World Cup. We tried Australian to start over at Peaked Pies. Now, I was going on over there for the long black coffee, which is like the reverse of an Americano. So an Americano, they put the espresso on the bottom and they put the water on top. But for the long black, they put the water on the bottom and the espresso on top. So it's a little bit of a darker, more bitter a drink, okay? And then I couldn't help but have the Australian pie on over there. So I had the Australian pie, meat pie on over there, of all of the fixings on top, the mushy peas, the mashed potatoes, and the gravy. It was delicious. Then we went on over and we got classic Canadian food on over here, because Canada's playing in the World Cup too. And we got poutine over on Nelson Street at Nelson and Granville at Mean Poutine. And they do an amazing job. We got the Mean Supreme on over there. It was delicious. Okay, and I got a little bit for a snacky later, which I'm absolutely happy about, and that was part of the plan. And then we came on over here. We had some delicious baklava. We had the chocolate baklava and pistachio baklava over here at the Golden Horn. And this is our Turkish restaurant on over here, and we're having Turkish coffee right now. So good. Yeah, live to ride. You gotta watch what you have. I know. Sometimes you literally gotta watch what you have. This is some strong coffee here. I can feel it right now, and it is exactly what I want after a long day at work. I love, after having some sweets, just to sit down and have a nice little bevy, okay? And this is a nice little size too. So a nice strong bevy. That is so good. It definitely brings a little bit of, like, there's definitely the roast, the coffeeness, the bitterness of the coffee as well. There's a creaminess to it as well, which is interesting to see. I wasn't expecting that, but I do appreciate it. And very, very smooth. It's much thicker. It's not like it's still very liquid, very, very coffee-like, but a little bit thicker than some of the other coffees I've had. Very, very tasty. I'm actually enjoying it. So what games are being played in Vancouver, Canada for the FIFA World Cup? So over here in Vancouver, okay, first of all, on June 13th, we're going to have Australia versus Turkey. That's why we had Australian and Turkish food. And then on June 18th, Canada is playing Qatar on over here in Vancouver. I don't know about other cities around the world, so I have no idea about other cities, okay? On June 21st, New Zealand is playing Egypt. So a lot of you no one guessed New Zealand though. That's interesting. There is a New Zealand place on over here in Vancouver too that also serves food, but we were nowhere near it. So I kind of get what you guys are talking about. You would know. And on June 24th, Canada is playing Switzerland. And then finally on June 26th, New Zealand is playing Belgium. So I kind of see where you guys are talking from. Okay, that's interesting. Asif is coming back. He's gonna finish up in Bangladesh in a few days, but then it's gonna take him another 2 days to travel home. So he's not gonna be back for probably a week. Okay, gentle, but good question. He's still gonna do some live streams, but he's probably gonna stick to just a few live streams when he was really tired today. He was going to bed when I was waking up. And that's how it is, it's flipped. So yeah, I just looked at him. He had been out with a lot of family members that I have been around and stuff like that. So my cousin, I don't want to give you all their names, I almost said it, but my cousin, his wife, and my brother-in-law, his sister-in-law, and yeah, and they're all kind of just having fun. They're all kind of around the same age and everything too, so they're having a hoot and a holler today. So Asim had a good day. Oh, he's here in the stream too. I forgot about that. So my husband is having a much-needed vacation, and that's really going to help him feel better too. And Daniel's comment, is there residue at the bottom? Yeah, there is residue at the bottom. There generally is. So that's something to keep an eye out for. But that was so creamy and delicious. I actually very, very much enjoyed that. That was very, very tasty. Give me a sec here, guys. I'm just going to bring the stuff over. Okay, and put it in the bus bin. Thank you very much. That was delicious. Yeah. Okay, we're keeping the camera on me, guys. Okay, because not everyone wants to be on camera. That's why we ask beforehand, just to be safe. Okay, we're just checking the poutine box, making sure it's not spilling all over the place or anything like that. We're good to go. Let's head to our, as Sarah would say. Have a good day, thank you. Guys, if you haven't been to the Golden Horn yet, or you've never known about this restaurant on over here, come on over here, try some of the food, it's delicious. It's ridiculously delicious. That is awesome. Daniel's asking me, does Canada have any big league players? I am not the soccer aficionado on over here or anything like that, but you know what you can do, Daniel? You can check out the internet. Because I heard like Google is a search engine that you could check for free, or you could ask Gemini that, and it might be able to tell you some of that information. But I don't have any of those answers, sorry. I just like food, and I thought it would be great to show you some of the restaurants that are serving the cuisines of some of the teams that are playing over here in the FIFA World Cup. So we took you on a little food tour on over here, and we brought you a little foodie adventure. And I'm so glad I was able to show you some of these like sweet little gems on over here of restaurants, including the Golden Horn that just like hides down here, nice and quietly, but is like one of the most affordable restaurants over here by Canada Place. And of course we're underneath the Convention Center West building right on over here. So this is the Vancouver Convention Center. There's the West building and the East building, and the East building is called Canada Place. So, but absolutely delicious place to come. And there's Stanley Park in the background there. Joel, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. The Golden Horn. Well, I'll show you the logo. It kind of, I don't know the purpose of the name or anything like that, but you know what? There's a lot of interesting names that are out here and stuff like that. There's the logo right on over there though. So I have no idea, but it's a delicious restaurant. So stop by here if you want. Oh, Nick is having too much fun right now. Throwing so much shade. I live. You guys as a community are awesome. Anyways, guys, it has been a beautiful day here. I am past 2 hours. I did work early this morning, so I'm just gonna give you guys a shout out. Thanks for coming along today. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later, okay? So we tried something savory, something sweet, and a bevy on over here for Munchie Mondays. We went on over and we tried some Australian food over at Peaked Pies. Okay, they're long black, and we tried their Australian pie, meat pie on over there. Then we went on over to Mean Poutine, got classic Canadian poutine on over there, and then finally came on over to the Golden Horn here and tried some Turkish food. Okay, that covers 3 of the teams that are playing at the start of the World Cup over here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming along. Have a good day. Bye. First game of the FIFA World Cup, June 13th, right here in Vancouver. First game.